Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another vital video, man. Giving y'all some more food for the soul. You feel me? I appreciate y'all for tapping in. But look, check this out. If you want to support the channel, I'll leave all my links in my description. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I show my gratitude. But I saw this video on my IG, and I just had to share it with y'all, man. So I'm gonna play the video, and then I'm gonna share my 2 cents afterwards. All right.
So I want to talk about something because I just seen a video of a guy and he was talking about how he has been out of the dating game for 5 years and he's been single for 5 years, and that, you know, apparently a lot of people will tell him that he's the problem. Can I be very honest with you? I think that depending on what type of person you are, this varies. I think that when you're the type of person to actually do the self-work, whether it's therapy, you know, progress your life, find God, find peace, you know, work on yourself in all aspects, I think what happens is you kind of lose interest in a lot of people, and then you start realizing a lot of people out here are not healed. And when you've done all that self-work to fix everything that you either used to do to not do it no more, or the things you were attracted to, you no longer are attracted to no more, a lot of people have those traits.
Facts. But is it true, ladies? Do y'all feel like being single is a red flag for men? Or fellas, have you ever heard a woman tell you that being single is a red flag? That just sounds crazy to me. But one reason why men are single, she just said it. You did all this work to heal yourself, and you're not trying to throw that away. All those years and months of hard work you put in on yourself just to meet someone that hasn't done half the work that you put in, right? That's unproductive. That's going backwards, and we're trying to always strive to go forward. One thing about the retain game, bro, we learn from our mistakes.
And one thing we don't talk about a lot is when you find a lot of peace with being alone, it's very hard to feel comfortable around somebody who doesn't know how to be alone. And my biggest thing with the dating game, to me, because I want to agree with a lot of the stuff that he was saying, what is the point of doing all that self-work just to get with somebody who never did half the work you did? And then on top of that, a lot of people are not over their exes. A lot of people have passive aggressive ways. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. A lot of people would rather give up than talk about a conversation. A lot of people love to ghost. A lot of people say they want love, but don't give it. A lot of people want love and want a whole bunch of things, but they don't give anything in return. And
I can attest to this just in my personal life, because I noticed when I went on dates, I would be like a mirror to the women that I was meeting, right? So I'm gonna show you who you are. You're going to show your true colors just by being in my energy field. You know what I'm saying? So I met narcissists, I met women who, you know, were trying to destiny swap, all types of craziness, just because they haven't healed themselves. And you'll realize a lot of you guys, you are empaths. So you're going to be a mirror to a lot of people that you meet too. This is another reason why you might be single and isolating yourself, just because you're not trying to deal with the foolishness.
And then you expect the people that are healing, doing better, to want to be in that type of turmoil and chaos, especially a lot of people who have stayed out of the dating game for a long time. I've noticed either came out of really fucked up relationships or really learned from those relationships to where they're so scared they don't want to get into another one. And I find it so crazy because the people that are single for so long, they get shitted on so much, but the people who are bouncing from person to person to person to person who can't stay still, they're always the ones who are with people and they're getting praised for it. Finding a new man, I feel like those are going to be the people that have like, this is my 5th marriage. We know, Carol, sit down. But I'm being so serious. I really think it's better to take your time to get with somebody than to just rush. I really think sometimes waiting and being patient is the best, because sitting alongside somebody while you fixed and healed a lot of the parts of you, I never want to go back to old ways. I never want to be the old Taylor. I'm a new version of myself, and a lot of the things that I was attracted to, I no longer like. I don't want to act jealous. I don't want to act crazy. I want to sit down and have a conversation. I want to be able to work things over. I don't like the way some people move in this generation. Y'all move funny.
Moving crazy out here, reckless, you know? And she hit on some good points, man. I want to go over some of them. She said that a lot of folks are still attached to their ex, right? And that right there, to me, is a red flag, because that means you haven't healed from your past. You see, and this is the problem with today's generation of dating, is that people are just jumping from relationship to relationship without taking some time off, right? Time out, take a break, and heal yourself, find yourself. And this is why relationships don't last today either. You know, even marriages. People are just in it just for the validation and the instant gratification. I want to get married just to be married. You don't really care about the relationship, you just care about the status, right? And this is what we're seeing in 2025. People just jumping in relationships and situationships, passing this energy back and forth. You know what I mean? Still attached to their ex. And this is why people start to step out in their relationships. That's why you get a lot of cheaters, right? Because they need that validation. They can't be alone, so they have to always be with someone. Even in a relationship, they still have insecurities. So they'll talk to somebody on the side just in case. Just in case this doesn't work out, I got somebody else already on my roster. It's the lack of accountability, the lack of patience, the lack of healing that is plaguing this generation. You know? So a lot of men and women that I'm seeing in today's age are starting to wake up, right? There's a great awakening happening, and people are starting to take a step back and find their own happiness, right? I'm seeing all type of women on my For You page talking about self-healing and being celibate. You know what I'm saying? Not even worried about a relationship, but a relationship with themselves and the Most High within. You see? There's a separation going on right now. So people are being placed in their rightful place. You included. If you find yourself having a hard time finding a relationship, right? It's because your frequency is different. You're not like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? When I used to go out to the bars, this is when I first started my journey. I would go out every now and then just to see what was what, you know? And I would notice I always had to lower myself. I had to dim my light to even connect with people, to connect with women, right? And I got frustrated after a while because I couldn't be my true authentic self. I had to dumb myself down just to even be in those spaces. And eventually I had to learn, like, look, this isn't for me anymore. I'm not this person anymore, right? And I had to recalibrate, but it wasn't easy. And I know for a lot of you guys, it might not be easy sometimes because you feel like you're missing out. You feel like there's something wrong with you. You know, what are you doing wrong? You're doing everything right in your eyes. You're trying to be righteous. You're trying to find your purpose, right? But you still feel like you're not getting what you want because those folks aren't meant for you. Okay? There's some good women out here. There's good people out here that's doing the same work that you're doing, but you got to have patience. You can't go looking for it. You gotta search within. All you have to do is keep on putting in the work. Keep doing what you're doing. You gotta understand that you're going to attract a lot of people just by your light, but everybody you attract isn't going to be good for you or meant for you. Your value is higher now. Okay? Understand, there's not a lot of people that's doing what you're doing. A lot of folks cannot do what you do. Healing is not easy. You have to deal with those demons, which is yourself. Everything you've been holding on to, you got to deal with. You got to pull that out and get rid of it. A lot of folks can't do that. They don't want to put that work in. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with you being single for how many years. You do what you got to do, no matter how long it takes to get yourself right. because we're not in the business of passing along our traumas and, you know, our baggage to other people. I know I'm not. I'm gonna make sure when I find someone, man, it's gonna be pure. No one's perfect, of course, but I'm gonna make sure my past is not a reflection of my future. I'm gonna make sure that my past is not interrupting something good that I have in the present moment. A lot of folks still operating on these old programs. You see, we live in a world that's backwards, where the negative is praised and the positive is very deep. You don't even see it, right? They don't want to showcase that. But let it be something negative or something destructive. It's getting millions of views. That's the world we live in. It's flipped upside down. But see, us, we here to change the frequency. So just by you doing what you're doing, you are making a big difference in this world. You're waking up other people around you. Trust and believe. So for the men and women that's watching this video, keep on self-healing. All right? Don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing out here, right? With this dating culture, this hookup culture. Don't get caught up in that. That's a distraction. All right? Stay in your rightful place. Get in where you fit in and keep on raising the frequency. All right? That's what we came here to do. Everybody is not meant to be on this journey. It's not for the weak-hearted. It's for the strong. And the strong is the only one that's going to survive in 2025. All right, so with that being said, y'all let me know how y'all felt about this video. If you need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations, so I'll leave a link in my description. Y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out. Peace.